Hang on. Yes, we're live now. All right. Yeah, okay, yeah, the bless you. Oh, that is so funny. My phone just gave me a notification that I'm live now. Because my other channel, Golden Age Video, is subscribed to Kemetic Independent Channel. And so, it's like, oh, Kemetic Independent Channel is live. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But now you can't see it because it's above the altar, but I have my little, multicolored Ramadan lights on. Hopefully they won't drive bless you, won't drive Darren too crazy.
Something's driving me crazy, that's for sure.
Well, I might need to vacuum or dust or something in here, of course. In this room, there's a lot of surfaces to dust. Let's put it that way. So, and you're searching for something sarcastic to say in response. I know you are. But
sometimes discretion is
the better part of valor. Yes. Well, happy Friday, everybody. I was just seeing in the comments that for some of y'all are getting snow, and for us, it's actually cold. And it's funny, it's like down here, the seasons changed a little bit, and they're like, oh, hey, I can wear the rest of my wardrobe now. And then it gets hot again.
Sharon's been trying to guilt trip Mother Nature for the last 2 months.
Oh, how?
Oh, yeah, you'll be like all bundled up and wrapped up, and I'm like,
dude,
ain't cold yet.
I have not. People have accused me of that for years. I have not.
Some of us have seen it for years too. Happy Friday, y'all.
I was going to say couples discussions. Here you go. Those of you who are praying for love, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. No, but it keeps it entertaining. So, okay. Well, let's go ahead and get things going. I have to admit, I always get curious to come over and see, what stuff. Okay,
Can you mute the mic for a second?
Not really, but I mean, go ahead and do what you need to do.
Guys, I'm about to do my African elephant impression. Forgive me.
Sedi the Redcap is joining us 2:30 in the morning in England.
Thank you.
Can I have a prayer for my mother that she's peaceful after passing? I appreciate the support I received in the group.
Oh my goodness, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All my love to you, your mom, and the rest of your family. Yeah. Your mom has to be at peace. She knows she's your mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
you're a great soul, man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, this is a good time of year to give prayers for that, because last week we wrapped up the Koyak mysteries in honor of Osiris, and that's followed with the coronation of the Sacred Falcon, who of course is Horus, and the Hub said the Sed Jubilee for the Pharaoh would be was often held around the same time, and that was connecting the Pharaoh with Horus,
symbolically grounding him.
Yes, or renewing it.
Renewing it, yeah.
Yeah. But also, it was a time to celebrate the blessed dead, because they've undergone the passion with Osiris, and have gone through the rites to transition to the next world. And now we're celebrating that they're there. They are in Osiris's kingdom, and we're here on Earth, with Horus. And
they are also paving the way for us one day, are they not?
Yeah, but also I'm thinking of like what's that Jewish toast, l'chaim, to life.
Yes.
It's kind of in a similar spirit to that. So that's what we're doing. So, by the way, Darren, I tried to think of some way to kind of warm up the waters, but I short of having a heating pad to set the thing on, I really couldn't think of anything. So, know that I'm not just trying be sadistic and
You're the only one because Yamanu would just be like, extra cold, please. Is there any way we can drop it below freezing and still let it be liquid? And then let that hit his hands?
I would just put a drop of liquid nitrogen in it. It'll be fine.
See, that's love.
dry. Dry ice would be easier to handle.
I know you live, dear, and I will find you. And I know it's accessible, too. You're in deep trouble.
Anyway, guys. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. As Tefnut purifies me. If it helps saying, I don't think I have much left. Hail unto you, Nochidu. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts, and we've cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. And I have learned to step back.
I love you, Blue.
I love you too. and I get the sense that our patron Pharaoh gets a huge laugh out of that. So
You better.
So hey, that's right. Okay, so that is so awesome. Yeah, I was going to tell you guys I got the super thanks set up. And so we just got one.
Everybody click it. Let's see how it works.
Well, what is it? Charges you
I know.
a little bit. So yeah, but you can do that. So Seti the Red Cap, thank you.
Seti, we love you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
And your mom loves you too. Don't ever doubt it.
Oh, and yeah, and Seti said I'm using the pain of dealing with mom's loss to create a grief ritual based on the lamentation of Isis and Nephthys, hopefully to help others when they go through this. That is really, really awesome, and I hope you'll have a way to share that with us, because that's beautiful. That's the God's inspiration. So oh, okay. Oh, hey, Oracle. No, we just got started. We just we're doing the cold water. So,
he should have known that. He's an oracle. He should have known.
Sarcastic says we'll gather some freshly thawed glacier water for you.
It'd be nice and blue.
I will find you.
Yes. Hey, everyone. Hey, Sarah. And yeah. Oh, and by the way, I just got the this month's video finished last night, and so it'll go on Patreon first, and then next week, as we're all trying not to go crazy during Thanksgiving, you'll be able to watch our latest installment. So
right, and please press that super thanks button. We've got to pay for Thanksgiving dinner.
Well,
Christmas.
Well. No, I'm just so tickled, and thank you guys. It's all because of you that we're able to do this. So
yep.
Thank you so much. We love you. So let's get this party started. Yeah, because really that's what it is. So, and this is a very special Habsud, because it's also the 100th anniversary of the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb. And, yes, well, on one hand, that means they were opening it up and taking his stuff out. That also means that the whole world knows who he is. So, if it had not been for that, we wouldn't be, celebrating his Hebsed now. So come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to everyone who is watching throughout the four corners of the world, across the oceans, and to all of those who will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes. And we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we will light our candle for Sekhmet, because she is an important part of the festivities. It's the eye of Ra, who guards Horus. And because chatting to her and asking her protection against the arrows is a part of the coronation of the Sacred Falcon. And we will light the Pharaoh's candle as part of the service. So. And just so you know, we'll be using, a lot of stuff from what we typically do, but there's a few things that are not in the books because I didn't publish a specifically Hebsed ritual in the books because I don't want somebody to get the idea of, oh, hey, I'm going to make myself a pharaoh and have a Hebsed every year. Let's just say that's been done. So this is our kind of exclusive for when we're doing live services. So. You arise in the Akatis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Horus Aset, and to you, our patron, the Oso Nisu Nebkepra Ra, son of Ra, Tutankhamun, Hekai Nushima, ruler of southern Yunu. Hail and praise unto you, O Sekhmet the Great, and to all of you, Nechiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his fet. And may you be with us through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, the cool waters which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Yunachuru, these cool waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring to you, O Yunachuru, this milk, for it is the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed with it. We give you incense. Give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Yunachuru, we give to you this eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunachuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. It's the food of the gods from the New World because it is chocolate. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Yunachuru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. Your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. And for all of our gardens which are going into their winter phase, may they burst forth in the spring, ready to start anew. Pure, pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure, pure is Horus, son of Iset, within his house. Pure, pure is Nebkepra within his house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods. This good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure. For Ra Horeketi, for Aset, Horus Saaset, Sekhmet, for Nebkepra, and all of the Nachuru. In every place their immortal cause wish to be. I think somebody else stepped in to say hey there for a second. But, there we go. Come to your body, O Ra Horeketi. Come to your body, O Horus Aset. Come to your body, O Nebkepra. Come to your body, Zoya Nuchuru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, for Horus, for Sekhmet, Aset, for Nebuchadnezzar. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them, and all good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Ra Haraketi, and your son, the Osa Nisa Nebkepra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of our blessed dead. We light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we bring them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. And we ask them to share these offerings with Seti the Redcap's mom and welcome her into the fields of peace. And just a little bit. This is some actual tobacco leaf. For the folks among our blessed dead who partake of such things.
And for the folks among our blessed dead, I only have one thing to add. We love you, we miss you, and of course, smoke them if you got them.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, Wally said, he put that in an email one time, at ease, smoke them if you got them. Yeah. Of course, that's a little bit from the Army. So.
Yeah.
Horkru ta henket kakao abdu senachurmerhat kutnibet no ferweberan ket nachurem and kawen akupunibu mahere nibu hiren nachura. A voice offering, bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. Okay.
And like someone told me recently, those who have passed on they are in your past, but they will be in your future.
Yes.
Yes.
And they'll be in your future as well. So. And it's our job to collect as many good stories as we can to tell them.
Yep. One of the things I told my dad, was I promised him I'd have plenty of good things to tell him and that I'd take care of myself so I could have a lot of stories to tell him the next time I saw him.
Oh, and I'm scrolling back through the comments. Daniel asks, this may be a silly question, but did the ancient temples have their own patron pharaohs like we have churches dedicated to different saints? Well, the thing is, you'd have the memorial temples. And a lot of times in the books, they'll be referred to as a mortuary temple. But what the idea was is so that their memory could be, perpetuated, and they could be honored after death. And this was something that went back to the oldest pharaohs. What the thing is with the pyramids is we see it as just like a single monument out there, but actually it was like the end piece, the centerpiece of a big temple complex. And they've excavated a little bit of that. I think of it was either Khafra or Menkaura, one of the ones that the other pyramids, not the big one. That they found a little bit of the temple in front of it, and the statues that it had. And Tutankhamun had one. First, it was usurped by and then by Horemheb, and then there was some kind of like a major flood or an earthquake or something that probably damaged a lot of things, and so then it's like, hey, building material. So a lot of pieces ended up elsewhere, but they started finding it and going, oh, okay. So they know about where it was, and the name of it, I think, was the House of Nebuchadnezzar, in Thebes. Or something like that. Well, what we have, Hot Nebuchadnezzar Amentium was said, so it's west of Thebes, really, really west of Thebes. So yeah, so it's kind of in homage to his own temple that has since been usurped.
Yeah, reappropriated.
Yeah, but
it stands out. We're saying west of Thebes. It could mean two things.
Yeah.
The west is in the afterlife, and really west of Thebes.
Yeah.
By the way, that is some colossal tobacco.
Oh, is it
Yes,
still?
It smells amazing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'm just kind of I'm gonna have to kind of skip over that. Now with regard to Cleopatra the VII, the way I see it, she was the last person to be
legitimate.
Huh?
The last person to hold the legitimacy
Right
on the throne.
Yes, she was the last person to occupy the office of pharaoh and at least be living in Egypt. And some say she may have had some actual Egyptian blood, not been just completely Greek. We don't know. That's something we can ask her one day. But in the meantime, after her, it went that she was the last independent ruler of Egypt, really, when you think about it, until like I'm not familiar with the further history, but if you consider first the Romans, then the like the Caliphate, and then the Ottoman Turks, and so on. It wasn't until and then of course the British. So it wasn't until the 20th century that they had. And again, I'd have to go back and read, because I know there's a lot more of like the medieval history and stuff. And some other folks would be able to probably clarify, but Cleopatra, deserves a legitimate place, and I think a lot of the stuff that is said about her now is kind of sensationalized, especially on the freaking Discovery or the History Channel. Oh God, the History Channel! Don't get us started on that. But
I don't pay for the history in quotes.
Yeah, but
we'll call it the Aliens Channel.
yeah. Call it the Aliens Channel. That's a good one. The Aliens in the World War II Channel.
Well, no, now it's Aliens and Pawn Stars. World War II is so last century.
Or we're in the double us. It was the World War II channel, but now it's
And it was worth watching. I watched it all the time.
Yeah, but anyway, so Cleopatra the VII, deserves her place. Although, for some of us, it's really hard to try to imagine her and not think of Elizabeth Taylor. So, just have to leave that alone.
Yeah, but we saw the death mask of Richard Burton.
Yeah. So that little bit of history, since we're talking about the ancient kings, and one of the things that we do is when I've actually the first Egyptian ritual that I ever put together was a Habsed for Tutankhamun in 2007, and we had about like 5 people in our living room, and we did it. Was it something like that? Yeah. So
yeah, it was me, you, BJ, Sam, and
no, well, that was the second time, but we actually had a handful of other folks the first time, but still, so that was the first one I ever did, and when we said I should still have. Here it is. And by the way, this is something if you want to do something, at your own shrine later on. We do know that this was kind of a theme with the Habsed was wearing green ribbons because, of course, the green symbolizes regeneration. So pick one. You got 2 different tones of green. So that was yours. And this one's mine. And so we wear these for Habsed. And then afterwards we can drape them on the Jed column. So.
Oh, wow, man. Totally.
Yeah. You can go all hippie.
Even the divinities wore ribbons.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
The red ribbon was often on Amun.
A lot of deities had the red, and I think the red is like for power and for strength, and green is for regeneration. So, and
it's often associated with the solar.
Yeah, and Min of course has the red ribbons trailing his crown, and that.
And that ain't all better.
So, do you need some help, or you just gotta kind of have it?
I'm loose, man. It's all right.
Okay, he just has.
We won't talk about Min's maypole.
Yes, Min's maypole. Yeah. Okay. Here, you need another napkin? Because I bet it's that tobacco, huh? Okay, let me make sure. All right, well, the sandalwood incense is still burning. Do you need me to just snuff that or something? Okay. All right. You want to... Okay, we're going to take Darren's ribbon and we'll put it on the Jed column. And he will be rejoining us in a few minutes. Hopefully in time for the cookies.
Hope you feel better in a moment.
Huh? Huh?
I might not be back.
Okay, well, hold on. You want me to just grab your inhalers?
No.
No? All right, well, I'll keep an ear out for you, okay?
Well, I'm going to go up.
Okay. Incidentally, down here, because of the change in the weather and everything, that has been messing with allergies like nobody's business. Yesterday was my day for it, and I guess today's yours. So.
Yeah, I had that about a week ago.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the one thing about living down here is the allergy season is substantially longer. But okay, so the Habsed, of course, is sort of a renewal of the coronation, and of course, I'm a little bit warped because I hear talk of coronations, and then my mind immediately goes to Transformers the movie and a coronation that didn't go so well. Let's put it that way. But Galvatron knows to be good this time. We're not going to mess with Horus or with Pharaoh. So, what we'll do is just use some of our cool water. So if I can, there we go. Just kind of tip what's left. So we anoint you with water. And with oil from the forehead of Ra, Hatanash oil, shall place it on you and it shall transfigure you. And present them with the royal insignia. And yes, this is a crooked flail, and they're actually shaped copper, which is not as expensive as gold, but copper is still pretty expensive these days. So.
Yes.
But there we go. So, where are we? Oh, certainly soon, Nebuchadnezzar. These are Horus's 2 eyes, which you should give to either side of your head. O Nebuchadnezzar, they will become your 2 cause for you. They will be atop you as the 2 great of magic crowns. Lift them unto you, 2 great of magic crowns, and we will take, because the statue, he has the red crown on him, so I made the white crown to match it. So now we lift this to his head as the dual crown. It's the 2 lands united. And we will light his candle. Okay, where is that? There we go. And the little prayer that I have on the back is based on his actual titles, because he had a 4-fold name, or 5-fold. Based on the translation of that. Hail unto you, Nebuchadnezzar, the Osiris, true of voice, the just Lord who calmed the 2 lands, who wore the crown of his father Ra. May you delight the gods with your offerings. May you bring prosperity to your people. May you slay the wicked like Sekhmet. May you protect those who call upon your name. United with Unnefer, may you repeat eternity. And in recognition of the fact that no one can, again, to borrow a line from elsewhere, no one can fill his shoes. But it is up to us, the people, now to present Ma'at to the gods and to uphold it. And so, we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. Isfet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti. We may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay. Yes, and the same litanies to Sekhmet that were chanted at the beginning of the year were chanted again, because this is also the beginning of the new agricultural season. It's the start of the agricultural year, at least it was traditionally. So they would be planting at this point, and so to invoke her protection, they would chant to the Sekhmet and the 7 arrows. Hail Sekhmet, who presides over the land, Lady of flourishing, generous one, Sekhmet, who protects the 2 lands. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the first arrow of famine. Hail Sekhmet, O Curl, O hidden lady, Wajit the great. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the second arrow of drought. Hail Sekhmet, who moves in light, who terrifies the gods with her massacre. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the third arrow of war. Hail Sekhmet, who guides mankind, Lady of the dual shores, mistress of humanity. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the fourth arrow of terror. Hail Sekhmet, great shining one, foremost in the mansion of flame, who terrorizes the 2 lands with fear. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the 5th arrow of storms. Hail Sekhmet, who loves Ma'at and hates Zizfet, Lady of the people. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the 6th arrow of oppression. Hail Sekhmet, Uraeus who opens the acacia, great and sovereign one. Come to us who are under your sway. Save us, protect us, and preserve us from the 7th arrow of disease. And again, there originally were not any specific properties like that assigned to the arrows, not in the texts from Edfu, but in looking at the translation, I've worked it out and said, well, let's actually call these things by names. What are some things that we want protection from? And the ironic thing is, I probably wrote that about 10 years ago. But lately, it's kind of seemed like, going down the list, it's like, yeah, we've had to deal with this and had to deal with that. And, please, Sekhmet, don't let us have to deal with any more. So, we ask her for continued protection there, and also for healing for everyone who's dealing with that. Jory asked for prayers for his grandmother who's passed, and he has an auntie that needs some surgery, but they had to reschedule it, and we want her to have a successful one. I have a prayer of thanks because my grandmother was in the hospital with COVID pneumonia, and she is 91. But apparently she is in rehab now, which means that she's getting well, and they're getting ready to discharge her from the hospital. My prayer now is that I'll be successful in getting some people to get some resources so that she can get some help, so she can stay in her home and not end up in a nursing home, because she's a feisty little old lady, and she would not be very happy in a nursing home. I can tell you that. They wouldn't keep it clean enough for her. She described herself once as God's perfect cleaner woman. So,
well, may she have all the support she needs.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. The thing is, if they call the number that I give them, being my dad's wife and my brother. I'm sending them information. If they bother to call that, then I could be her attendant. So that would be a win-win, and I believe in win-win situations. So and to that end, let me see what other prayers we have requests for. Oh yeah, that's true. The coronation next year for King Charles III, and I'm going to have to come up with a meme for that. As soon as they have some photos, that's going to be really funny. But oh yes, yeah, there are lots of things with ducks. I think ducks. I know in some cultures ducks are associated with sexuality. I don't know if they were, or if they were more like symbolizing the marshes and kind of the edges of creation. But yes, we love ducks around here.
We do know that whenever you see, like in the Book of the Dead, and they're out in the marshes, that's a euphemism for sex.
Yeah. Oh, and someone had a question about have I written anything on? Hang on, let's scroll back. Are you working on writing any books about Egyptian mythology currently? Well, I've got a couple of different projects that I've started notes on and started on here and there, and that I come back to occasionally. Right now, I'm in the thick of it with my last novel on a series that I'm working on. So, as soon as I can get that done, then I'm probably going to go headlong into first a book about Ishtar, Inanna, but also I had started before the pandemic. I started work on collecting something for Egyptian magic, and there's probably going to be some references to some mythology and some things like that in there too. So I always try to find new things that I haven't referred to in any other books. So just bear with me. It's going to be probably another year or so before I can get on that, and concentrate.
Yeah, a lot of the magic will have formulas in it called a historiola. Yeah. So it's calling on everything that's happened before.
Yes, and that book, like the Kemetic Book of Common Prayer, Sarcastic was talking about that, and some other folks were talking about that, I think, in the Discord. And that's a great idea for a group project. So I encourage that. Very great saying, maybe satisfied. The thing about maybe satisfied there are paths to the left and to the right, a Kemetic orthodoxy thing. Yeah, it is. Actually, if you want to know, I did write something down, and Yamanu has it, and you're welcome to post it in the group if you want. So let's see if I've got it in here. Okay. All right. A grace before meals. And this actually draws from some of the same texts from EdFu that were involved here. So it's very appropriate for the Hub Sed. O Sekhmet of yesterday, O Wajid of today, we praise you, for you have filled this table, even as you fill the table of your father Ra. Protect us with your Waj scepter of life, in your name of Wajid. Defend us from evil, as you defend Ra from evil, in your name of Sekhmet. We are yours, as Horus is yours, made whole for life, in Ma'ah. And that is a grace before meals, and it does draw from temple texts from EdFu. So yeah, we'll try and get that up.
Shannon.
Huh?
My sister has heard me recite that so many times.
Yes, yeah. Didn't you say that the cats know when you start saying that it's time to start hanging out for leftovers? Yeah. Which is funny because we're inviting, Sekhmet and also Wajid, who, has a feline aspect as well. So, yeah, they know when their ears are burning. Yeah. So, okay, and I did see some icons for some cookies, so let's go ahead and get that going. Yes, that other one with about the repast to the left and to the right. The way it's worded kind of sounds like they might have been drawing from the restoration stela is what they call it. It's something that uh probably Tutankhamun had commissioned, but then Horemheb went and scratched and put his name on it. You know, talking about the situation after the temples had been shut down and what he had done um to make everything right again, and because it has something in there about there had been the guy something left to the left, the right, and center, and some of the wording sounded kind of familiar, but I use a different source for this one. So okay, scrolling back here. All right, so sarcastic, and then creature of legend, and Kit Fox. Just to get us started off. So, and I hear Darren. He's still out there. He's working on getting better. So. All right, sarcastic. Yours just jumped out. I wonder if somebody's calling you out this time. Let's find out. All right. Sarcastic. Somewhere deep inside, we all can fly. Somewhere deep inside, we all can fly. All righty. Creature of legend. Everything originates from the seed of determination. So, creature of legend. It all starts with the seed of determination. Everything originates from the seed of determination. And Kit Fox. Actually, at the end, we need to do one for everyone, after this, so that anyone that is tuning in later can get a fortune as well. But Kit Fox, not having a goal is more to be feared than not reaching one. So, not having a goal is more to be feared than not reaching one. Because at least you have a direction, you know where you want to go. And I think there's another thing, another subtext there of not reaching it yet. So hang in there. And I know what one of y'all's goals is. Just keep trying. Not having a goal is more to be feared than not reaching one. Okay, Daniel. Daniel, never spit against the wind. One more time. Never spit against the wind. Because, don't send out anything that you don't want coming back to you. Is another way to put it. And don't do anything out of spite. Never spit against the wind. Okay. Sebekekwe and then Sean Rowland. There we go. Sebekekwe. Give Kit Fox a hug and a kiss for us. And music is the soul of language. Music is the soul of language. And the sense that I'm getting from that is that you might be able to hear some things in listening to your favorite music or something that if you're looking for some inspiration, that's a good direction to look in. But music is the soul of language. And Sean Rowland. There can be economy only where there is efficiency. There can be economy only where there is efficiency. So if you're the thing that immediately came to my mind with that is if you're having some money issues or something, take stock of yourself, because there might be a siphon somewhere. Some money is going somewhere that if you can identify that and stop it, you'll be able to save yourself plenty. There can be economy only where there is efficiency. And by the way, you should be on the Facebook group now. I went and I because you reminded me, I went and I looked for it, so you should be added on there. And Sarana, and then Imagination Bound. Serrano, you tend to get more than one a lot. I don't know. I guess they give one for you and one for the kids. But let's get this first one. Find release from your cares. Have a good time. And the second one. Statistics are no substitute for judgment. Find release from your cares. Have a good time. Statistics are no substitute for judgment. So, don't stress about something, but also statistics are no substitute for judgment. And it sounds like, there's going to don't let what everybody else says, or what the conventional wisdom is, get in the way of your own instinct, your own judgment. That's the sense that I'm getting from that. But statistics are no substitute for judgment. Or as Mark Twain famously said, there are lies, damn lies, and statistics. Okay, Imagination Bound, and then Zabelin. Imagination Bound. You will live the life that makes all others not envious, but proud of you. You will live the life that makes all others not envious, but proud of you. Yeah, and there's a difference
that
between.
Would be nice for everybody.
Yeah. Well, but let's think about the meaning there. Not envious, but proud. There's a big difference there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, being jealous. Oh man, I wish I had da da da. Well, That's one thing, because we think of that and we think of, lots of money and fast cars and da 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 da. But to be proud of someone, that means character and accomplishment, and those are worth far more.
Yes.
Actually, those you can't put a price tag on that. And the best things in life are the things that don't come with a price tag. So yes, live the life that makes all others not envious but proud of you. And actually, it's the saying, you will do that. So just keep up the good work.
It's a very positive form of success.
Mm-hmm. Well, that and see, the other thing is and confession, and it's funny, the people that I'm trying to deal with right now with my grandmother, I realize I'm going to have to run kind of a gauntlet potentially, because the people on that side of my family, they all interpret success the way most people do, which is, well, how much money are you making? What kind of a car are you driving? What kind of a house do you live in? And that's not real success, because you can do like my youngest brother, who has a nice house in a nice neighborhood. He comes to home to it, it's clean. It's like Martha Stewart living in there, but he's lonesome. All he's got is his dog. He doesn't get to go out and do anything because he's too tired, because he works 6 or 7 days a week, and he doesn't have a girlfriend or anything like that. Actually, I could tell you some really crazy stories about the girls that and the poor luck that my brothers have had with them. My youngest brother loaned his Dodge Challenger to a girl, and he got it back with a bullet hole in the hood. And yeah, and there was a whole lot of drama associated with that. You know what? If that's people's measure of success, you know what? I think I'll take being in an average house, working barely above minimum wage, but I'm getting to do cool things like this. So, this, you know, this is better. I'll take this. So, and actually, there's a fortune that I got years ago that I keep on the refrigerator that says, accept no other definition of your life except only your own. So there is my sermon for the evening. And, yes. Zabalin, time for your cookie. No bird soars too high if they soar with their own wings. So, on a related note, Zabalin, no bird soars too high if they soar with their own wings. I think that's somebody's way of saying you can do it. And Love Deluxe, and then Penguin. And then let me scroll down. Oh, okay, I see a few more. So, yeah, Love Deluxe and Penguin. Mm. Love Deluxe, it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. So don't worry about feeling little and feeling inconsequential. It's the size of the fight in the dog. So there you go. And let's see, Penguin. Penguin, there is no greater gift than good health. Cherish it always. Now, I don't know what your situation is. You know, you might be worried about some health, but I get the sense that if that's the case, don't be. You know, things are going to turn around. Hopefully, you know, there's no greater gift than good health. Cherish it always. I don't think they'd be telling you that if you know, we're going to stay sick. You know, or maybe it's for somebody else. Well, you'll have to tell us what that means. Okay, Sarah, and then Blue Conlon. Sarah says, when the mouse looks upon the cat, there must be an escape route nearby. And I don't know if Darren manages to come back. I will have to ask him if he gets any thoughts on that. But when the mouse looks upon the cat, there must be an escape route nearby. Okay, and Blue Conlon. Oh, and Blue Conlon, you got 2 cookies in one package. They found a way to very cleverly. Unless one of them ends up empty, that would be kind of funny, but either way, I can just get it open. Oh, there we go. All right, the first one. And the second one. Okay, Blue Conlon. A schedule defends from chaos and whim. And now the second one. There is just one life for each of us, our own. Wow, and they had a lot to tell you tonight. A schedule defends from chaos and whim. So write some things down. That will help you. And you won't go, you know, it'll defend against distraction. And there's just one life for each of us, our own. Don't worry about other people. Concentrate on yourself. Write some things down. I've noticed that the Nutshita are rather fond of that line about, so let it be written, so let it be done. They have told me this multiple times. So I think that's their way of telling you the same thing.
And Tahuti is a massive list man.
List, schedules, organization. Him and Seshet. And Seshet, I also I want to say that it was in the book Circle of Isis. They talked about there was somebody in their coven that wanted to get to know the goddess Seshet, and ended up, like, for reasons they could not explain, going through and reorganizing and alphabetizing their personal library, like, completely from top to bottom. And it's like, oh my God, what have I done? It's like, well, you wanted to learn Seshet, you know.
Yeah.
She's giving you a hand. Okay, mac and cheese 8. And then Mary Ra. Oh, now sarcastic goes, Press to Jehuti, please, got an essay due by midnight. Oh my goodness. Well, don't let us hold you up. If you have to step out, so you can get that done, you know, we will send you with our blessings. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so my score was perfect. Okay, cool. All right, mac and cheese 8, Mary Ra. Okay. Okay. Mac and cheese 8. It is better to be the hammer than the anvil. It is better to be the hammer than the anvil.
Better to give than to receive.
Yeah, because well, you know, the hammer is the one that does the striking. The anvil is the one that is being struck against.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Though the anvil can take it.
Yeah. Yeah, and see that's the other thing to think about. No. I mean, the anvil can take it, but you know, it's hard work. You know, you can take it, but don't take it if you don't gotta. And that counts with, you know, dealing with other people too. So yeah, better to be the hammer than the anvil. And in your case, saying, you know, I almost get a sense that there's some advice there about being more assertive.
You don't gotta take a beating, Pilgrim.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, and by the way, someone got another fortune here, and I wanted to know if you got any particular vibe off of this. When the mouse looks upon the cat, there must be an escape route nearby.
Yeah. Think about it. The mouse is the prey.
Well, yeah, but
and when the mouse confronts the cat, if you're gonna pick a fight with somebody bigger than you, you better have an exit strategy.
Okay, so you see it's kind of a warning or or some. Okay, see, I wanted to get that extra bit of clarification there for you.
I was trying to figure it without sounding a little overly ominous, but
right,
it definitely sounds like I need to consider something very carefully before I do it.
Okay, there we go. All right, and Mary Draw. There we go. Interesting. So it kind of got cut off at the top a little bit, but I can still read it. Flattery will go far tonight.
No.
Well, Mary Draw. You might get lucky this weekend. Flattery will go far tonight.
Yeah, that super things will go far too.
Oh. Right. Well.
Oh yeah, baby.
Just don't be too sarcastic.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me make sure that we've got everybody. Because wow, we're already to an hour and 13 minutes. Yeah, but yes, winds have changed. Okay, it's funny, Sarah. I know exactly what cat they're referring to because I have a person right now that's making me very uncomfortable.
Well,
then
think. Remember, it doesn't have to be fair. You just have to have a way out.
Yeah. Pages. Between 800 and 1,000 words. You know what? That sounds like a lot, but if you
800,000 words for what?
Somebody's got an essay due tonight.
Oh shit! I can do 800 to 1,000 words in my sleep.
Well, if you the thing is just getting to where you feel like you have something to say, like you've got a point, and I can say this, especially early on, you know, when you're trying to write essays about literature and this and that, most of the time, you have to bring yourself to care enough to say something. But once you get there, boom, What was that research? The same research paper you were helping Alan on, and had to write something about Edgar Allan Poe.
The Cask of Amontillado.
Y'all were doing that, and you basically helped him write his essay.
Helped his ass. I did write it.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile,
I wrote it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, for that same class, I wrote something about Agamemnon from the Orestia trilogy.
Yeah.
And I guess it was for whatever reason, the professor was like, "Oh, that's what you want to write on here. You might want to use this article and this article," and he made copies of them for me. I'm like, "Yeah," and I had something to say, so it was no problem writing, the required length, but you just have to have something to say. Because think about how many thousands of words we can. If you get on a good tear about something on the internet, and you really have something to say, there are people who are putting out. Oh yeah, people who meet those requirements all the time. If they're in a
spend
forum.
800 to 1,000 words and said nothing.
Yeah. So once you figure out something to say, don't be afraid to have a snot-nosed opinion about something with literature, because academic magazines, or journals about literature, especially, they're all full of that.
They love a good pissing argument.
Yeah.
Throw it on me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad we were able to help you. Let's see. Yeah, Sarah's saying Cask of Amontillado is such a good read. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up, because we've already done well over an hour, and people have homework to do. But it's fun as always. We get together and we have a good time, and that's what this is about. And I get cookie crumbs all over everything. But
remember to do the cookie for everybody.
Oh yes. Oh, thank you for reminding me. So yeah, this last cookie is for anyone who's had the stamina to tune in with us through this whole time, and they're catching this after the fact.
That's
so this,
something I want, real cookies.
You want real?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking in a few days, because it's getting time for Thanksgiving. Maybe I can do something else. But in the meantime, all right, for the rest of our intrepid souls who tuned in through this whole time,
we love you.
Yes.
And for the rest of you who will, we love you too.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that super thanks.
Yeah. Oh, well, there will be plenty of opportunities, because any video you can go and do that. So,
right.
If you can't do it now, then, catch us later. We'll be here.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, no problem can stand the assault of sustained thinking.
As I often say to other people, it's not bigger than you.
Yeah. Yes, no problem can stand the assault of sustained thinking. Yes, you will find the answer, just don't give up. That is their message for everyone this week. And for anyone else that we might have missed in terms of prayers, we ask the gods to lend them their ear and shine upon them in blessing. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shenit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in Necheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Chamenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures, likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Horu, O Sekhmet, Nebkepru Ra. You have come in peace, O Yenechuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Sekhmet, Horu, Nebkepru Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Yenechuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. All right, again, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck on that essay. And yes, so Daniel, Devi Day, are you talking just Friday, or is this another thing going on for like a Hindu festival right now? So I'll have to share with you some pictures. I got a little thing set up for Durga. I'll share that. Ha ha! And sarcastic saying, I can feel Jehuti getting the spray bottle already. Cool water, child, and concentrate. Yeah. That's Friday. Every day is Friday. It's every day. Yeah. Well, there you go. Thank you so much, guys. And everyone be safe. Well, have a good Thanksgiving. Those of you that are celebrating that. And, we can be your excuse to duck out of the day after Thanksgiving rush. You can, come and spend some time with us.
See you next week.
Thanks for trying. Okay. Thank you, Kit Fox. Big hugs to everybody.